You pick up your phone 47 times a day. You don't remember deciding to. Your thumb just moves. It unlocks the screen before your mind catches up. You tell yourself it's boredom. But the real answer is far stranger. Start with the moment right before you look. Not the message, not the notification, the half second before you know what's there. That gap is doing something to your brain that the message itself never could. For most of human history, there was no screen to check. But there was a horizon. A bush that might have berries or might not. A rustle in the grass that might be prey or might be nothing. Your ancestors who felt a small thrill from checking survived longer than the ones who didn't bother looking. That thrill wasn't a flaw. It was survival. And it still lives in you. In the 1930s, B.F. Skinner put pigeons in a box with a lever. Press it, and sometimes food appeared. Not every time, just sometimes at random. Pigeons on a predictable schedule pecked calmly. Pigeons on a random schedule pecked constantly, unable to stop. Skinner called it variable ratio reinforcement. It's the exact pattern behind slot machines. And it's the exact pattern behind your notifications. Here's the twist. You'd assume the reward is what hooks you. But neuroscientist Wolfram Schultz found the biggest dopamine spikes don't happen when the reward arrives. They happen in anticipation of it, especially when the outcome is uncertain. Your brain isn't rewarding you for getting the message. It's rewarding you for not knowing whether you will. So what does that mean, scrolling in bed at midnight? The app isn't hooking you with content. It's hooking you with suspense. Every pull to refresh is a lever in Skinner's box. Every red notification bubble is a rustle in the grass. Researcher Kent Berridge drew a sharp line between two things we treat as the same: wanting and liking. Wanting is the itch, the reach. Liking is the pleasure once you have it. He found these run on separate systems, and wanting can fire without liking ever showing up. Sound familiar? Think about checking your phone, seeing nothing, and checking again 30 seconds later anyway. That's not weakness. That's an ancient circuit meeting a modern trap. Foragers needed relentless wanting because the cost of not looking could be their life. Your phone didn't invent this button. It just found it. None of this requires you to be undisciplined. Neuroscientists who study this exact subject still check their phones compulsively. Knowing about a reflex doesn't disable it. Insight and impulse live in different rooms, and only one of them has a door. So why the strange emptiness after an hour of scrolling, even when nothing bad happened? Because you were never chasing content. You were chasing the ancient feeling of almost finding something. And almost finding something over and over leaves you hungrier than when you started. You are not broken for reaching for your phone 47 times a day. You are running software built over millions of years, meeting a world engineered by people who studied that software closely. The mismatch isn't your fault, but now it's something you can see. The next time your thumb moves before you've decided anything, notice the half second before the screen lights up. That's not boredom. That's your ancestors, still scanning the horizon, still convinced one more look might be the one that matters. You pick up your phone 47 times a day, and now you know exactly why. It was never about what was on the screen. It was always about the not knowing right before it.